A quiet sea off Indonesia. Then flames erupted. Another overcrowded ferry, another spark that remains untraced. With a second fire incident in 2 weeks, this seems like the new normal for Indonesia. 2 ferries burned at sea. At least 6 people have paid with their lives. When will Indonesia's waters stop witnessing tragedy? Indonesian waters have witnessed yet another fire incident in less than 2 weeks. In the early hours of August 12th, the KM Putri Yasmin ferry left Padang Bai port in Bali for Lembar port in the province of West Nusa Tenggara. The head of the local rescue agency, Muhammad Haryadi, confirmed that at around 4:39 a.m. local time, the ferry caught fire in the Lombok Strait. The Indonesian authorities successfully rescued 172 people who have been evacuated to ports in Bali and Lombok. Of these, 1 was Australian, while the rest were Indonesian. 1 Indonesian person has been confirmed dead in the tragic incident. Haryadi said more than 200 personnel were deployed to handle the rescue operation.
We received a report that a ship had caught fire in the Lombok Strait. In response, we deployed rescue vessel 220 to the location at 6:30 a.m. We are also coordinating with other agencies, including the Navy and police, which have moved to the scene.
Authorities are working on tracing the exact cause of the blaze, with one possibility being overcrowding. Heri Wiyanto, an official at Padang Bai port in Bali, told local broadcaster Kompas TV that only 114 passengers and 17 crew were registered in the ferry's manifest. The figures do not remotely match the total number of people rescued after the accident. Survivors described watching flames spread through the vessel before being ordered to abandon ship and jump into the sea as rescuers rushed to evacuate passengers. Arnold, a 27-year-old passenger, said he and other travelers ran to the upper deck as the fire spread through the vessel before jumping into the sea to wait for help.
At that time, we were trying to get out and head this way. The crew were wearing life jackets. Then we ran to the uppermost deck to save ourselves. But when we got up there, the fire had already spread too much, so we moved to the port side of the vessel and stayed there. When we were there, an officer told us the ship could no longer be saved and that we should jump into the sea. So we immediately jumped into the water and waited until rescue boats arrived from Lombok.
Another survivor, 26-year-old Septi Sugiyarti, said the blaze intensified rapidly and engulfed vehicles parked inside the ferry.
The fire kept getting bigger. When I looked, I saw that about half of the motorcycles parked inside the ferry had already been burned. They told us to stay calm at first, saying they were trying to put out the fire and get the situation under control. But in the end, we were told to jump.
In Indonesia, ferry fire incidents are becoming a frequent tragedy. An archipelago of 17,000 islands, the country relies heavily on ferries as a key mode of transportation, as sea routes are more affordable and accessible than air travel. Last week, on August 2nd, the KM Mutiara Sentosa 2 ferry, which was reportedly carrying 271 passengers, was sailing from Indonesia's second-largest city of Surabaya in East Java province to Makassar city in South Sulawesi when it caught fire. The incident cost the lives of 5 people. That ferry was also sailing with more people aboard than it was cleared for. It began as an ordinary crossing between 2 islands. By mid-morning, passengers were jumping into open water to survive. The Mutiara Sentosa 2 ferry was sailing from Surabaya to Makassar on August 2nd when fire broke out on board, somewhere between 6 and 7 in the morning. By Monday, August 3rd, at least 5 people were confirmed dead, and rescuers were still trying to work out how many remained unaccounted for. The ferry's manifest listed 271 people on board, including 39 crew. But officials say that number does not add up. More people were aboard than the paperwork shows, and authorities are now relying on accounts from survivors and worried families to piece together who is still missing. Nanang Sigit, who leads the Surabaya Search and Rescue Office, said,
Mismatches between manifests and actual passenger numbers are common on Indonesian ferries, and they make rescue efforts harder.
Survivors described a fire that spread with terrifying speed. Ahmad Abdul Karim said the blaze appeared to start in a truck on the lower vehicle deck, one of 180 vehicles the ferry was carrying.
Fanned by the wind, the flames spread extremely quickly. In less than 30 minutes, everyone had been instructed to move to the bow of the ferry.
Another passenger, known by the single name Ajari, said many people had only just woken up when the fire took hold near the rear of the vessel.
The fire spread quickly to the middle of the vessel. There was no other option for us but to jump into the sea.
By August 3rd, 231 people had been rescued. Indonesian Navy ships and passing boats joined the search near Sapudi Island, roughly 35 kilometers off the coast. The country's Transport Minister Dudi Purwagandi said the government would review the ferry operator's safety record once the National Transportation Safety Committee completes its investigation into what caused the fire. The Mutiara Sentosa II was built in Japan in 1992 and sold to Indonesia in 2015. Built to carry up to 689 passengers on the Surabaya to Makassar route, a journey that normally takes around 40 hours. Ferry disasters are not new to Indonesia, an archipelago of more than 17,000 islands where sea travel remains a daily necessity and where weak safety enforcement is often blamed when tragedy strikes.
Monggo sebelah sana. Langsung monggo silakan. Barang-barang masuk ya. Iya enggak, ini barangnya biar di yes.
Dia cuma bilang kapalnya terbakar, dan terakhir ini sempat dia bisa cek suara bilangnya sudah selamat, sudah naik kapal, sudah ada kapal dia naikin.
Oh, sudah dievakuasi.
Sudah dievakuasi gitu.
Mau kembali ke pelabuhan sini, Pak ya?
Pelabuhan sini ya.
kontak terus begitu saya dapat informasi sudah nggak ada nggak aktif. Akhirnya saya telepon istrinya untuk memperjelas betul ada om saya di kapal itu. Ternyata memang betul ada di atas kapal itu.
Tapi sama omnya sendiri belum sampai sekarang belum bisa
Belum
berhubungan
bisa
ya?
dihubungi, belum bisa dihubungi.
Monggo sebelah sana. Langsung monggo silakan. Barang-barang masih ya. Ya enggak, ini barangnya biar di.
Itu dia cuma bilang kapalnya terbakar, dan terakhir ini sempat dia bisa chat suara bilangnya sudah selamat, sudah di naik kapal, sudah ada kapal dia naikin.
Oh, sudah dievakuasi.
Evakuasi gitu.
Mau kembali ke pelabuhan sini, Pak ya?
Pelabuhan sini ya.
Saya kontak terus begitu saya dapat informasi sudah nggak ada nggak aktif. Akhirnya saya telepon istrinya untuk memperjelas betul ada om saya di kapal itu. Ternyata memang betul ada di atas kapal itu.
Tapi sama omnya sendiri belum sampai sekarang belum bisa
Belum
berhubungan
bisa
ya?
dihubungi, belum bisa dihubungi.